Will you be able to play with your friends?
Yeah.
Is there a competitive element to this game?
Yeah, if you want that, yes.
We want everyone to share the same universe. We want people to feel the impact of other players. And they will need to plan, and they will need to cooperate with other players to an extent.
What we want is a sense of you playing and a sense of other people being in that universe. A little bit like Journey or Dark Souls, we want players to have a sense that there are other people playing the game at the same time.
You could encounter other players. The reality is, the likelihood of that is tiny, basically.
You know, it is possible, but it's something that it's not core to the game.
Can you run into other people, other players on the game?
Yes, but the chances of that are incredibly rare, just because of the size of what we're building.
There is the ability to communicate and work with other people, but if you want to, I won't go into loads of the details, but if you want to think about games that I really admire would be like Journey and how it does it, Dark Souls and how it does multiplayer. You know, those are games that experience for me is really fitting.
Because actually, it's just so huge that you're probably not going to bump into anyone. You can.
I quite like the sound of that,
Right.
if I'm being quite honest.
You can, right? But the way I think of it conceptually, if you think of like emotion and stuff like that, I always think of like Journey, right? Journey is a game of love, right?
A lot of people watch this right now going,
Well, hopefully, I mean, you play Journey and you feel like you're playing it with other people.
Many months later.
According to Hello Games founder Sean Murray, there are plenty of things No Man's Sky will be for those who pick it up upon release. But one thing it will not be is a multiplayer game. Murray sought to clarify expectations for No Man's Sky ahead of its launch on PlayStation 4 tomorrow, August 9th, and on PC on August 12th. Murray wrote in a series of tweets that No Man's Sky is not a multiplayer game. Please don't go in looking for that experience. He continued, the chances of two players ever crossing paths in a universe this large is pretty much zero.
But that's wrong. With infinite time in a finite system, the chance is pretty much 1. So, is there multiplayer or not? Does the burger have cheese on it? Well, cheese isn't the main focus of the burger. Tell me, does the burger have cheese? A vague answer isn't a definitive, unfortunately, and that's why it keeps coming up on Reddit and the Steam forum. The game has multiplayer components, we know this, but can you and I actually see one another's player models?
They have met up a few times in both the space station and on the planet, as in, they are both in the same exact spot, trying to manipulate the environment, etc. They cannot see each other, nor the changes, nor the ships. Further, it doesn't even look like the game even syncs up time, since one player is in that spot and it's daytime, and for the other it's nighttime. Conclusion so far, at this moment they have done a whole lot to try to prove that multiplayer exists now that the it will be next to impossible to find each other limitation is now a non-issue, but so far it looks like even the illusion of somebody being there doesn't exist.